Haley Hawk Tua Welch is breathing a sigh of relief today. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has officially closed its investigation into the meme coin scandal that engulfed her for months. The announcement came as welcome news for Welch, who has consistently maintained her innocence throughout the ordeal. The SEC's decision confirms that no charges will be filed against her and no monetary sanctions will be imposed. This brings a definitive end to a chapter that has undoubtedly been challenging for the young internet personality. The investigation stemmed from the dramatic crash of the Hawk token, a cryptocurrency project that Welch endorsed. The token's value plummeted shortly after its launch, leaving many investors facing significant financial losses. This rapid rise and fall attracted the attention of the SEC, which launched an investigation to determine whether any securities laws had been violated. For Welch, this marked the beginning of a period of intense scrutiny. Her association with the Hawk token, even if solely as an endorser, thrust her into the center of a complex legal battle. However, throughout the investigation, she remained steadfast in her assertions of cooperation and transparency. Now, with the SEC's decision, she can finally put this chapter behind her. From the outset, Haley Welch maintained an unwavering stance of cooperation with the SEC. Her legal team emphasized her commitment to transparency and her willingness to provide all necessary information to assist the investigation. This proactive approach, according to her attorney James Salah, played a crucial role in the SEC's decision to close the case without charges. Haley has maintained her innocence from day one, and she has been fully cooperative with the SEC throughout this entire process, Salah stated in an official statement following the announcement. "We are pleased that the SEC has completed its investigation and has chosen not to bring any charges against her." This spirit of cooperation, coupled with the lack of evidence suggesting any wrongdoing on Welch's part, ultimately led the SEC to clear her name. The investigation, while undoubtedly stressful for Welch, ultimately served to underscore her commitment to acting in good faith. This experience, though challenging, has solidified her image as someone who prioritizes integrity and accountability. The SEC's decision to close the investigation comes as a significant victory for Haley Welch, offering her a clean slate to move forward with her career. Importantly, the closure comes with no restrictions on her future involvement in the cryptocurrency space or any other financial markets. This provides Welch with the freedom to explore new opportunities and pursue her passions without the shadow of the investigation hanging over her. The SEC has confirmed that there are absolutely no restrictions on Haley's future involvement in any industry, Salah clarified. She is free to pursue any and all opportunities that come her way. This clean break from the investigation allows Welch to focus on rebuilding and refocusing her career. It also sends a strong message to the public that she has been cleared of any wrongdoing, which is crucial for restoring any trust that might have been impacted by the allegations. While Haley Welch celebrates her exoneration, it is important to remember the context that led to the SEC investigation in the first place. The Hawk token, which she had endorsed, experienced a meteoric rise in value shortly after its launch. This surge attracted a wave of new investors, many of whom were drawn to the hype surrounding meme coins and the potential for quick profits. However, the token's value plummeted just as rapidly as it had risen, leaving many investors nursing significant losses. This dramatic crash sparked outrage and accusations of negligence against the creators of the Hawk token. Investors alleged that the token's creators had failed to secure proper approvals and had not implemented adequate safeguards to protect investors. A separate lawsuit, independent of the SEC investigation, was filed against the creators of the Hawk token. This lawsuit, which is still ongoing, alleges that the creators engaged in deceptive practices and misrepresented the token's true nature and risks to investors. Despite the tumultuous experience, Haley Welch is demonstrating resilience and determination as she moves forward with her career. She has announced a series of new projects, including a documentary and a podcast, which promise to offer her perspective on the events surrounding the Hawk token and the subsequent investigation. The documentary, tentatively titled Hawk Tua: The Untold Story, aims to provide viewers with a behind-the-scenes look at Welch's experience during the investigation and the toll it took on her personal and professional life. The podcast, Hawk Tua, will serve as a platform for Welch to discuss a wider range of topics, including mental health, online culture, and her vision for the future. These projects represent a significant step for Welch as she works to reclaim her narrative and redefine her public image. In a clear signal of her intent to distance herself from the controversy, Hayley Welch has made it unequivocally clear that she is severing all ties with the $Hawk token and the LLC behind it. This decisive action underscores her commitment to moving forward and disassociating herself from the negativity surrounding the meme coin. "I am done with the meme coin business," Welch stated categorically in a recent interview. "My focus now is on creating meaningful content, connecting with my audience authentically, and using my platform for good." This clean break from the $Hawk token allows Welch to regain control of her narrative and rebuild trust with her audience. It also reinforces her commitment to ethical conduct and responsible engagement in the digital space. While Hayley Welch and her legal team have been vocal about the closure of the SEC investigation, the regulatory body itself has remained characteristically silent. The SEC has declined to comment on the specifics of the case, citing its policy of not discussing closed investigations. This silence, while potentially frustrating for those seeking further details, is standard procedure for the SEC. The agency is known for its strict adherence to confidentiality rules, particularly when it comes to investigations that do not result in charges. While the SEC's silence might leave some questions unanswered, it ultimately allows Hayley Welch to move forward without the burden of further public scrutiny from the regulatory body.